will show you the location of these Bordeaux and Nantes in maps. So from there, these were the two important ports from where the slave trade was operated by the merchants of the France. How it was operated, how it was flourishing. The slaves were bought by French merchants from their chieftains. When the French people were going to Africa, from there they were making a contact with their chieftains. Chieftains was the head of the tribal community, means head of the slaves, and they were buying those slaves from their chieftains. Then after, they were branded, shackled and packed tightly. Branded means stamping was done. When once the slave was bought by any French merchant, that slave was branded with the stamp of that merchant. Shackled means tight, you can say जंजीरों में जकड़ देना, and packed tightly into the ships for 3-month voyages across Atlantic to the Caribbean. Means they had to go for the 3-month long journey to reach to their destination. Their destination was there in America, the plantation sites. Further, again in Caribbean colonies, they were sold to plantation owners, and those plantation owners were exploiting them to meet the growing demand in European market, because the tobacco, sugar, all these were used as raw material, and these raw materials were in big demand in European markets where the industries were established. Bordeaux and Nantes gained economic prosperity due to this trade market. Yes, these two port cities in France became economically prosperous because of this slave market. National Assembly, though the revolutionary government, means National Assembly, condemned slavery, means since their start of the functioning of the government, continuously they condemned, they criticized, they opposed the system of slavery, but they did not take any action to ban it, means they did not pass any law to bring to it an end. In 1794, Convention government legislated to free all slaves. Yes, this was the Convention government. That Convention government, because as you know that they were belonging to the non-prosperous section of the society, so that is why they had little sophisticated attitude, soft attitude towards the slaves, and that is why they took the action and passed a law to ban slave system. But when the Napoleon came on the throne, he reintroduced slavery during his reign. And children, did you know slavery was finally abolished in all in France and in all French colonies in 1848, when the France became a complete democratic country. Children, this is the last unit of this chapter, that is the revolution and everyday life, in which I'll explain the impact of revolution in the life of common men. Means how the revolution affected their life, whether there were any positive changes in their lives or still they had to continue their struggle. So let's see what were the positive changes. These points are mixed. Here we have to find what were the positive and negative, means we have to analyze. So the first change which influenced the life of the French people, that was the abolition of censorship in 1789. Yes, as the storming of Bastille, the revolution began. Just after this, there was in 1789 when the National Assembly came into existence, it passed a law to abolish censorship.